We're on Tekakwitha Island, which is an artificial island which was created in the 1950s from the St. Lawrence Seaway. They excavated all of this material and they piled all this rock and riprap material on top of the natural islands. It had huge, devastating consequences. We wanted to bring community culture back to the island, as well as restoring the environment.
Along the St. Lawrence, Canada and the United States agreed to create a new canal system to benefit both nations.
The St. Lawrence Seaway in the 1950s was actually supposed to be going through on the Montreal side, but due to the increased cost, they decided to come through Kahnawà land. Kahnawà means the place on the rapids, but when the seaway came through, it completely cut us off from the heart of the river. This created an artificial system and really never recovered in like the 70 years after the seaway was constructed. In 2018, we came up with a detailed design for restoration project of the island. So that included dredging a channel in the bay there, removing weeds, and then building a number of wetland features, including a terrestrial level, a marsh, a pond, a wet meadow. So this is a habitat that was built to just bring more diversity to the island. So we're doing our ongoing monitoring work for the project, monitoring turtle nesting in the area, snakes, plants, and wetlands, which is what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be going around the area, measuring the actual wetland circumferences and the depths. And we're also going to be flying the drone to just have another way to double check what we're collecting on the ground. I'm going to load it into the program. It's going to take a few hundred pictures I just took. It's going to compare like all reference points. If it sees like a rock or something, it's going to be like, okay, that's one point, that's another, and it's going to pair them and combine them to a 3D model. For wildlife, what we've been seeing is a lot of turtles. Like as soon as we started a construction project, the turtles were breaking in, trying to come nest here. Aside from building these environmental features, we built the beach on the island. We built some access points where people could go down to the water to launch canoes, kayaks, and fish. This weekend is Pow-wow weekend. It's the community's biggest celebration. We get like 20,000 people over the 3 days to come to Pow-wow every summer. We've sort of reclaimed that space on the island for the Pow-wow and for that culture, but also bringing the environment back in that same way to just make it more of a permanent place in the culture of the community.